Planning a trip to Europe and want to make sure you are packing your carry-on bags the right way? Today, I'm sharing 13 common carry-on packing mistakes you need to avoid for a hassle-free journey. With my Europe travel experience, I've tried avoiding these mistakes and it has made my travel more pleasant. When it comes to summer, I love to holiday in Europe because it's much cheaper. So guys, in my goodie bag, of which I will be doing at the end of the 30 mistakes to avoid, I'll be giving out 5 tips to find cheap flights to Europe. So mistake number 1 to avoid: not being precise with the bag size. Different airlines have different size restrictions for carry-on bags, especially in Europe. Make sure to check your airline specific requirements and measure your bag to avoid any last-minute surprise at the airports. The mistake people tend to make is thinking all airlines like EasyJet, British Airways have the same baggage allowance. But guys, they do not. They all have different size and weight restrictions. So make sure to check the precise bag requirement for your airline. Mistake number 2, not considering your carry-on weight. Many European airlines also have strict weight limit for carry-on bags. Weigh your bag before you leave to ensure it meets the guideline and save yourself from the extra fees or having to repack at the airports. Mistake number 3, forgetting about the actual weight of your bag. The weight of your bag itself can eat into your allowed limit. Opt for lightweight bag but steady carry-on to maximize what you can bring with you. Look guys, my Europe trips are more like low budget trips, so I'm not sending any of my bling heavy Louis Vuitton suitcase. It's just something light and easy to carry. Guys, mistake number 4, not taking advantage of your personal item. Most airlines allow an additional personal items like a backpack or purse. Use this space wisely for items you might need during your trip or flight. Personally, I love sneakers, so I try as much as possible to fit 1 or 2 sneakers in my backpack for Europe trips. Mistake number 5, putting valuables in your carry-on rather than your personal items, meaning your backpack or purse. Keep important items like passports, wallets and electronics in your personal items, which you have with you at all times, even if you are being asked to gate check your carry-on bag. Mistake number 6, assuming your carry-on bag will make it with you on the plane. On crowded flights, you might be asked to check your carry-on bag at the gate. Be prepared for this by keeping essential and valuables in your personal items, meaning your backpack or purse. I've always tried to always beat up the system, but there was a day that guys, my carry-on was a bit over weight, and I was asked to check in my carry-on bag, and the mistake that I did was I had my tablet in it, and when I got to Europe, my tablet had been crushed. So always keep your essentials and valuables in your personal item, meaning your backpack or purse. Mistake number 7, forgetting to put an AirTag or tracker on your carry-on bag. It's kind of expensive and maybe for the bougie gang, but not forgetting to put an AirTag or tracker for your carry-on bag. This is a simple way to keep tabs on your bags, especially if it's gate check or it gets lost. It offers peace of mind knowing you can locate your luggage at any time. Mistake number 8, bringing too many toiletries. Remember, liquids are limited to 100 ml each and must fit in a single quad size bag. Stick to essential and consider buying larger items once you arrive in Europe to save space and weight. Mistake number 9, not being strategic with your airport outfit. Wear your bulkiest items like jackets and boots to save space in your carry-on bag. Layer up and be comfortable for the flight while maximizing your parking space. Mistake number 10, packing things like just in case. Guys, this is not the time to pack just in case things. This can cause overpacking. Stick to the essential. When you get to Europe, if you need anything, you can buy it there. Mistake number 11, packing single purpose items. Guys, opt for versatile clothing and multi-use items that can serve multiple purposes during your trips. This helps save space and reduces the number of things you need to bring. It's Europe, and even though it's summer, guys, sometimes the weather can change. England is also part of Europe, and for instance, I always try to bring a light jacket that just in case the weather changes, I can use my light jacket. Mistake number 12, not testing your wardrobe before you go. This is a fashion tips, guys. Guys, try on all your outfits before packing to ensure they are comfortable and versatile. This prevents bringing items that you wouldn't end up wearing. For instance, when nobody is at home, guys, this is when I try to do the different poses with my clothing. It's funny, but I know you guys also do that. Guys, the last mistake to avoid before we go to our goodie bag, not organizing your clothes when you pack them. Use packing cubes or roll your clothes to maximize space and keep everything organized. This makes it easier to find what you need without unpacking everything. For instance, I try to put my socks and other stuff that are little in my sneakers to free up space. Guys, welcome to the goodie bag section. Extra content for you. How to find cheap flights to Europe or any part of the world, guys. Number 1, use Google Flight. It will show 99% of flights and source the best available prices. Tip number 2, go to the airline's own website, be it Ryanair, EasyJet and BA, or any other flight that you will be using for special offers and promos. For instance, Ryanair often flash sales on their website when they need to fill their planes and give 20 to 30% off, but usually for limited times. If you're a student or under 25, some airlines offer student and young persons discount. Check airline websites. Guys, tip 4, you can collect credit card points and you can redeem for almost free flights. So the last tip in my goodie bag, book early and not too early. Cheapest flights tend to be between 2 to 4 months before departure. This is especially true for summer and Christmas seasons. So these are my 30 mistakes you should avoid when traveling to Europe with your carry-on bags. I also added some extra content in my goodie bag. If you find these tips very useful, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so. Share, as I always say, sharing is caring. And it's nice to be important, but very, very important to be nice. Bye. And safe trip to Europe.